Hello everyone, welcome back to the Laughing Anarchist live stream. I'm Laughing Anarchist and we're back with Horizon Zero Dawn, continuing on from where we left off. I managed to keep it paused overnight. Yeah, let's try and get through the rest of this facility, shall we? Quick read of this data point. Encapsulated DNA. And the winner is encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 years I've performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions. Magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech. That's FAS was shilling a year or so ago, but every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings: too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300 to 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalise, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at minus 18 degrees C for 1,000 years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed propitious, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanised extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you. Samina. Yeah, quite fitting, I suppose. Now, you see I've got these guys. Now, I've got to go that way, so... And I guess I can't go in there. Oh, another data point. I can scan it from up here. There we are. Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of the copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up, a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset, with attendant curricular development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia Personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Peace be with you, Samina. So what happened to the archive?
Move along now. Finally.
This one's dead.
So are you. You see his base tanks on that guy's back as well. So I could take care of them. Another one. Okay, not particularly a stealth kill,
They're
but
still looking.
that's a good way of taking those guys out without having to get too close. Ooh. That guy doesn't stop there for long, does he? I may still have an opportunity though. Come on, I know you come round this way, so no need to keep stopping. Can't get you from there, so don't stop. Oh, yeah, wasn't quite enough. That got him. That was enough. 2 left.
Full already.
Yeah, okay, that's alright. That's a good thing though, 'cause, oh, if I use that, I can take that. There we are. And I'm full health without using any herbs. They all seem to have this desert glass. Come on. Back, back, back. Ah. It's not two of these arrows. Two should do it. Maybe.
Got a body over here.
Oh.
Still
Go on.
sniffing around.
He had to come running, didn't he?
Dead.
Looks like I'm clear. That's the last one.
Ha!
Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
There it is. Whatever it is, it looks to be fairly valuable, so...
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry, and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Can't get past human nature, I'm afraid.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
I'm not expecting you to know the answers, Silence. Noise complaints. Colour me confounded, Lizzie Bashkor. Lizzie Bashkor. Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashkor is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav. Don't have no truck with commercialised razzle-dazzle, nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a litre of Citarum runoff than listen to my grey swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God, I swear on my mama's grave, and she was religious. No, that ain't Bashkor blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classic music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen, or heck, just come within 50 metres of the lab. Ain't no Bashkor you'll see, or hear rather, in the screech that rends the air, and feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls. and ceiling swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of a gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts and industrial accident vids. Last I heard, we were supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? No, I don't think so. Stay cool, Trav. Jesus, it's hard to read what he said. Hades protocol. Tate here, just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off of the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too. So that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business, so had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control in simulation after simulation. Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear, ain't nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming in strong now, so I'm not really describing this so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are pretty strongs. Guess it's time to sleep and bed. I'll back to it tomorrow. Alligators. Yep. Okay, so it sounds like there was a problem with Hades and Gaia not being able to work well together. But it makes you wonder how many times this might have already happened. You know, I mean, these are talking about 200-300 years, and this is like supposed to be set maybe 1,000 years after the events. It's quite worrying. Mr. Tate, this may concern Apollo Archive Submission 0000238876, your 666th submission in just 5 days. Oh, and what a doozy. Despite early warnings, re inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. 1. For giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, hereby consigning your favourite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 instalments of Making a Millipede. Oh. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved, extreme perhaps, but art. For clarity, for clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, I don't know, your assigned work? We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. Samina. Ooh, they didn't get on. Yeah, it sounds like Travis had an acquired taste.
Looks like the only way onwards.
I don't like this. I don't like big open rooms.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Raleigh Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Okay. FC chambers. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I've spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. They're a revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved, nutrition delivery resolved, hormonal stability resolved, 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. But if the rest of FZ's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chamber will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they will be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours, then get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 48 hours. Whew. It's all happening quickly. Cradle servitor personae. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle servitors, nurturer, disciplinarian, healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behaviour sets. The stimulus-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer personae. I have also attached the reports from an accident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behaviour. A parental argument, if you will. Amusing on first glance perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings in just Data Corrupted. Interesting. Sounds like it was a similar problem to Gaia and Hades. Both having conflicting protocols and trying to wrest control from each other. Cradle sealed. Eleuthia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is margin for refinement to future cradle populations. Donk? Is that Donk? Yeah. In addition to personally overseeing completion of Eleuthia 02 site inside Mount Numuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. PBK. Okay. I'll grab all of that. Should be about there, I'm hoping.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Gotcha.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
Lots would benefit from antilopinate morphologies.
though Caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though Caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis,
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
I must have been corrupted. Something wrong with trying the handle first? What's this? Odyssey has failed. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo were all lost. Oh, Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed, Elizabeth. That was why she was upset. So they were sending Apollo off of the planet. I guess it was supposed to return and begin the recolonizing process. What's this then? Artemis status. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it, if those words can still mean anything. Had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples, so many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas suspended in what-ifs, more than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We've started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balance of sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves, thousands more that will have to wait until will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that this time will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We've lost a whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough at Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again, but not now, not like this, not on our watch. Ronson.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Oh, here they come.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Ooh.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
I guess even a monster like you can have a glimmer of conscience. You didn't kill me right away. Turn your face to the sun, child. Dressing up murder as religious sacrifice so you could feel better about it?
No. I never doubted the righteousness of killing you. And yet, your words touch close to the truth. In my heart, I deemed the order to kill you unworthy of me. You were just a savage girl. So I thought at the time. Even still, I aimed to kill you, and yet did not. This failing, troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
He's mad.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Carja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
Ooh.
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Oh dear.
Carja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Oh, no.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die!
Oh,
Let her be the first of thousands!
uh-oh.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this room. Maybe I could use its strength against it.
Ooh, yeah.
That makes a mess.
Whoa.
I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either.
Oh! I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do here.
I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Whoa.
Here he comes. It's down.
Oh, that's two pillars. Still got to take it on though.
Hey! Guess who got our weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! Freeze can still on its hips. Cryo arrow should set it off.
Oh! I haven't got a cryo arrow.
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with his list attacks.
Ah! Come on, stop it. Oh! Come on, run! Jump! Get out of the way, whatever you're gonna do! Oh, Christ! Oh, for crying out loud! Oh, Jesus.
That canister in its belly. Looks important. Gotta check the machine.
Oh, for...
They might have pulse.
Oh, the bloody thing keeps moving. Ah! Ah, for crying out loud. Jesus Christ. How am I ever supposed to get the time to... Come on up. Whew.
Silence! Shadows, kill her!
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for that.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself! So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Carja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Ooh. At least he came to the rescue. Where are we going? Yeah, given the amount of ground I need to cover, I think I might be out of time by the time I get to Nora Lands, so continue that fight on another stream perhaps. First off though, ooh, 5 skill points, okay, I better spend some. See, a triple shot would be nice, but I think longer concentration would do better. Gives me 2 skill points left, so possibly. I've never done a combat override really, so I probably should. I can override a few machines now, so let's take that as well. That'll do. That's good enough. Yeah, so a behemoth. That's another machine I've taken down. I think the only one left that I haven't actually managed to...
Finding sand. A fork. This must be when Hassan was supposed to check in.
Yeah, the only one left is the underground digging one. That's the only one I haven't actually taken on and defeated. Oh, crab beasts. Let's get around it. Oh, no, 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 go away, go away. Come on, go, go. I was supposed to be the other side of the river by the looks of it as well. Okay, okay. sort that problem out. Oh, what's that? Oh! Run, run, run. Whoa! Go away. Oh God. Just leave me alone.
That thing looks like a sawtooth, but heavily armed. Great.
Come on. Oh! That's not fair. Ah, it got... Oh. Come on, all I wanted to do was get past all of these. Okay, okay. How far back am I got to go? Okay, right back to where Silence left me. Great. Maybe I'm rushing too much.
Stocking up.
So a quick look at the map. Yeah, it's a long way to go indeed. Suppose never underestimate the benefit of a save point either. You see, I think I'm going to wait here. Because it would be handy to be able to get one of these.
Deal with him quickly.
Oh. Okay, I didn't want to take on all three of them.
A few minutes anyway.
Okay. Oh, some wire.
Machine charges.
nice. Whoa! Go away! Oh! What the hell? Oh, they seem to like setting fire to things. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that got me. Oh, get out of the fire. Oh no, he's... Perhaps two of them was a bad idea. Oh. Yes, they're definitely called tramplers for a good reason. Going down. Just one to take care of now. Yeah, I can't. That one. Oh, that took him down. Now run away.
I felt that.
And you're going down. Oh. Oh, that took some doing. Okay, have I got any? No, I haven't. Please let there be a trampler heart, please. Otherwise this might all have been for nothing. It's not looking good, there's only one other.
Dust won't stop blowing.
No. Looks like I might end up needing to hunt some more tramplers in the future. Yeah, okay, let's... It was a bit of a misadventure, but at least I survived it. Let's find that campfire. There we are. Right. I'll save it there. Okay, and I think that'll do for this one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and see you all next time. Bye for now.